Hi. We have a weird box that has nothing to do with what it says. A friend of mine in Tucson, Arizona had a flute that he was advertising for sale. Won by the maker J.P. Gomez. Evidently, when he acquired the flute originally, it was an older flute and it was not signed by him. It did have markings of being an F sharp. His advertisement said it was, he felt it sounded more like an F. I listened to his playing example and I thought that if it was an F, that was great. It does indeed have the markings F sharp on it. But even if the tuning is a little bit off, I can probably fix this. This is an early flute, or early creation of J.P. Gomez. The shape is very, very slightly different on the mouthpiece end. In particular, the block has kind of his contemporary raven. I really like that design. The flute body looks to be some kind of a cedar, I believe, or maybe a redwood. I'll see if I can kind of narrow that down. But here's what it sounds like. Well, double tied, but that's okay. See, here's what it sounds like dry. Nice even sounding. We'll add just a little hint of reverb and delay, and I'll do this post video through GarageBand. It'll be interesting for me to check this on my tuner and everything. I like the sound of it, I like the playability of it. Our neighborhood crows are joining in. Must have something to do with the contemporary raven block. A quick update. I believe the wood is redwood, to my best guesstimation. And doing a little investigative research. I also added another little leather tie. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm not going to retune it because even though it wasn't marked as such, it was marked as F sharp. My understanding is JP Gomez added his name to it, but I think it was already marked F sharp. I believe this was tuned to the A432 standard instead of the A440 standard. So it plays a little bit flat compared to a modern tuned F sharp flute tuned to the A440 standard. So I'm not going to retune this. I will keep it for a little while. I might play a couple of solo things with it. It definitely won't work with any of my other instrumental things. I do everything in A440 for that because I don't want to change tuning on anything. But it plays well, sounds good, very even playing, just like all of the other Heartsong flutes that I've ever experienced. Definitely a little bit more conical mouthpiece shape, very slightly blunt end of the mouthpiece with, I think, a very slightly more larger breath hole opening compared to my other Heartsong flutes. I like it, and I'm going to be willing to wager that there's going to be somebody that might be looking for an F sharp that is tuned to A432 that might want this a little bit more than I might. So I'm not going to retune this. I think it's tuned very nicely to the A432 standard. And it has just a tiny couple of little dings to it. Other than that, it's in great shape. Cool flute. Interesting to have one of his earlier flutes in my hands with a little different shape on the way he designed the mouthpiece. Everything else is pretty much the same. This is an older two-piece routed design of his. I want to thank you for watching and being here for my little unboxing. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. There's a little bell that you can click on so that you could be notified the next time I post a video. It could be taking a little closer look at this flute once I figure out what's going on with it a little bit more and either retune, or that sounds fine the way it is. I just don't know if it will play with other instruments well. That's one thing I'm going to be checking. And some of my other videos that might be notified, I'm posting a lot right now from Flute Stock 2024. Could be, besides concert videos, it could be music videos that I produce. Could be tutorials on how to play the Native American style flute, one of the easiest melodical instruments in the world to learn how to play. Thank you for tuning in and watching. and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Take care.